Imagine 4,100 Bitcoin, worth $230 million, vanished from a cryptocurrency account in Washington, D.C. The culprits? Two young men, Malone and Jeandiel Serrano, who orchestrated one of the most significant individual cryptocurrency thefts in U.S. history. Without the need for weapons or physical intrusion, they employed a deceptive phone call, posing as tech support from Google and a cryptocurrency exchange, to gain remote access to the victim's computer. Once inside, they transferred the vast sum of Bitcoin to their own accounts. The stolen funds were then used to finance an extravagant lifestyle, including luxury cars, high-end watches, and lavish properties. This audacious crime not only shocked the crypto community, but also highlighted the vulnerabilities in digital security and the lengths to which individuals will go to exploit them. Who are these two guys? Meet Malone and Jeandiel Serrano. Lam, a 20-year-old Singaporean national, split his time between Miami and Los Angeles. Serrano, 21, was based in Los Angeles. Their target was a high-net-worth individual in Washington, D.C., known for early investments in cryptocurrency. On August 18, 2024, a simple phone call marked the beginning of one of the most audacious cryptocurrency heists in U.S. history. Malone and Jeandiel Serrano, posing as technical support representatives from Google and Gemini Crypto Exchange, contacted a high-net-worth individual in Washington, D.C. They claimed that the victim's cryptocurrency accounts were under immediate threat, creating a sense of urgency and fear. Trusting the call, the victim engaged with the imposters, who employed convincing dialogue and precise timing to gain his confidence. They guided him through a series of steps, including downloading a remote desktop application under the pretense of securing his accounts. Once the application was installed, Lam and Serrano gained real-time access to the victim's computer. With access secured, they manipulated account recovery processes to reset two-factor authentication settings, effectively locking the victim out of his own accounts. They then located and extracted private keys necessary to transfer the cryptocurrency. In a matter of minutes, over 4,100 Bitcoin, valued at approximately $230 million at the time, were moved into wallets controlled by the scammers. Lam and Serrano didn't need to break into a vault. They simply broke past someone's trust. Stealing $230 million in Bitcoin was just the beginning for Malone and Jeandiel Serrano. Their real goal was to hide the money without getting caught. To do this, they used a complex plan to launder the funds. They broke large amounts of Bitcoin into smaller parts using a method called peel chains, sending the money through many wallets to hide the trail. They also used mixers, which mix their coins with others and send them out again, making it hard to trace where the money came from. To stay hidden, they used VPNs and fake accounts to cover their location and identity. They even swapped the Bitcoin for smaller, lesser-known cryptocurrencies to make tracking harder. Despite all this, one small mistake, logging into a wallet without a VPN, gave investigators the clue they needed. In the end, even the smartest plan can fall apart with one wrong move. When $230 million in Bitcoin landed in their wallets, Malone and Jeandiel Serrano didn't just get rich, they threw themselves into a wild luxury lifestyle. Lam, barely 20, was spending like crazy, dropping $500,000 on bottle service in LA clubs and tipping DJs $2,000 just to hear his name.
He would tip me $2,000. When I tell you the amount of bottles he sent me that I took home, brand new, everything sealed, brand new.
Party girls held up custom Malone cards to get attention. Serrano rented a $47,500 a month Beverly Hills mansion, while Lam bought a $1 million Lamborghini and owned 30 more cars. Their Instagram was full of bragging, Lambos with Crypto King plates, $2 million in watches, and endless designer bags. But it wasn't just for show. The parties were money laundering fronts. The bags? Gifts to TikTok stars, to turn stolen crypto into clout.
Me and my two girlfriends walk over to the section, and this kid, I'm gonna refer to him as like a kid. I mean, he was definitely over the age of 18. He looked pretty young. He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you. Beautiful, but to be honest, it's not really my style.
They partied with girls, gave out Hermes bags like candy, and flew on private jets to Cabo. Serrano even left $29 million in a crypto account without a VPN. Rookie mistake. Lam's Venmo gave away even more clues. By the time the FBI moved in, they'd already burned through most of the money. Only $20 million was recovered. The rest, lost in mixers, offshore accounts, and untraceable coins. Their biggest mistake? Thinking no one was watching. On September 19th, 2024, the FBI ended Lam and Serrano's crypto empire, arresting Lam in Miami and Serrano at LAX. Charged with wire fraud and money laundering, their cases merged in DC, where a $230 million paper trail now threatens 20-year sentences, unless plea deals cut them loose. They proved you don't need guns to pull off a $230 million heist, just a convincing voice and a stolen tech support script.